Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero. We are back again talking about detractors once again because we have some of our favorites like Vonster, Vito, and we have our absolute favorite, Dick Masterson, still crying and coping and seething over an idiot named Riley getting arrested over in Dallas at the Dallas fan meetup that you were supposed to RSVP to, and everyone knows nobody wants that stank ass dude anywhere near people. But it's absolutely insane that these people actually started a GoFundMe for this individual. Absolutely crazy. And he's also out on bail after said GoFundMe has been put up. And isn't it interesting that even someone like Nerdette is based? We'll get into all of that in just a moment here. Starting off with the Rippaverse store, as usual, you can still get all your Rippaverse merch over on the store at rippaverse.com/store. You can also back Blade Devil 2, Chains of Blood, 4 different covers, 1, 2, and 3. Got a 4th cover just down here. As you can see, the Summer Limited Wraparound cover. Get in on that. You can get Blade Devil 1 as an add-on, or if you want to get it right away, you can go over to Sick Fox Studios Unlimited's Indiegogo page and get it from there. We also have Phenomenova by Vaughn Coleman. Looks absolutely great. 213 backers, almost $12,200. Looks absolutely great. Again, 4 different covers. Going to be launching a 5th cover over on Kickstarter. And then we have Heroic Tales by John Bua. I think I'm saying that right. 156 backers. We just recently had him on the channel for an interview with his book, Heroic Tales #1. As I said, there's 2 different covers right here. There's also this cover as well. I think this book is only, it's only $10. You can get it, either variant that you like. Story about, obviously, family and fatherhood, all that good stuff. Get in on this if you're looking for a comic with a great, positive father figure. Now, going over to this nonsense GoFundMe. Currently has that much. I'm going to refresh it just in case. You might see some familiar names on this list. We're going to read this absolute garbage. Of course, it's started by Bird Stork, which is absolutely someone that Dick Masterson knows. And of course, Mint Salad put her full name out there. I don't know why. It says, Riley, young Clippa, mix, has been wrongfully jailed at Denton County near Dallas, Texas, and charged with harassment on the basis of standing outside of a bar. No, he was harassing fans of not only Rippaverse, probably G&G, probably Neurotics, or Neurotic. So this is the first line already posted in this. Let's continue. Comedian, absolutely not. Podcaster Riley of ASE Presents is a beloved staple of the Dick Show canon by literally nobody. Debuting as a producer with his introduction of John McAfee to the TDS universe, later connecting with Vito and Ryan Long and keeping the Ethan Ralph story especially entertaining. Since launching his show The Clippaverse with autistic fiance, don't know why they gotta put her mental illnesses in here. Mint Salad as co-host, young Clippa has notoriously been hounded by detractors for his First Amendment audit of the Rippaverse quote-unquote warehouse building. Wasn't his First Amendment right. He was coming to a property that wasn't his building, onto which he donated $41 by way of bunny sticker, and was told by one of the renters of the space, Eric July, that he would rightfully air out, something that never actually happened. He actually said that if he would have been there and they would have told him not to leave, they were in their right to do that for this behavior. But of course, these clowns don't know anything about how Texas law actually works. In spite of this actual threat to Riley's personal safety, young Clippa never retaliated with any threats of personal harm, even though he was posting fake pictures, regardless of the fact that he had a fake pew-pew. It doesn't matter. And instead continued comically over-insisting on his content to shave Eric July's body hair, which is weird for you to be saying that to another man that's married. It's kind of flaming in my opinion. Eric, who does not give himself a salary, also gave the $41 donation over to police and then cited this incident to the police that arrived at his event on Saturday night as grounds for Riley's arrest. Which, again, Eric did not call the cops. It was the owner of the place they were at. This entire event, including the arrest, was live streamed on the Clippaverse channel. No one cares. Mint Salad recorded for the entire time that she and Clippa were on the premises, which began with an amicable greeting from Alex Stein, but Riley and Mint were barred from entering the Ice on Pride gathering because they did not RSVP to it. Keep that in mind. and instead offered cookies, bunny stickers, and free copies of Ice on One. No one wanted them because they probably already had it. They were literally there to see Eric. Plus, he was selling them inside to anyone that came out to greet them, which in the video, the live stream, he was asking people what their favorite part of Ice on Me. He said he would give them a free copy of the book, while the clown literally signed up for the Rippaverse membership to get the creator's edition of Ice on One. So he continued to spend money to get product from someone he doesn't like. Smart move, especially when you get your money from water sports, if you know what I'm saying. While the rest of the function pretended that they didn't exist, because no one cares about these individuals, including Eric. Why would he care about some fat, overweight, out of shape, stank-ass individual? He's busy with fans. No one cares about this guy. While watching wistfully through the window of the wannabe convention, which is stalking, young Clippa was approached by a group of police officers. Keep in mind, they were filming people who ignored Mint's salad completely and conversed until concluding that the duo was doing nothing wrong, so long as they didn't intrude over a certain line. Exactly. Mint and Clippa complied, only for the same officer to suddenly reappear and cuff Clippa, leaving Mint stunned and alone before the ravenous descent of the strange man looking to bully a new, now lonely woman. Literally never happened. Now they're trying to push that, including Dick Masterson's weird self. Mint is stuck in Texas and Riley's stuck in jail for the weekend. He obviously is out. I'll be showing that. Facing a huge bail charge, which was $1,500, and a future full of legal fees. Considering Riley did nothing wrong, though, he was harassing individuals outside the event. Let's not get that twisted. I understand a crack smoker that is somebody that Dick Masterson knows, and was even told as much before his sudden apprehension, jailing, and charge. It is unfair that this financial burden should come to fall on them simply because Eric didn't want Riley nearby, because he's a stalking absolute weirdo. These guys are dumb. Legal representation has not yet been selected. These decisions can be more easily made when the scale of financial generosity towards Mint Salad and young Clippa has been understood through this GoFundMe. This is realistically going to cost at least $15,000. They really don't actually know. So that's what we set the goal. But the more available to young Clippa, the more defense he will be capable of against the vicious cowardice of Eric's consortium. You know, the same Eric Gelada didn't know the clown was there until he was arrested, and it was shown by an individual online that was one of his fans that was showing him a video of him being arrested. Like, what are you talking about? What are you actually talking about here? So I'm going to say, before I get into this, do not harass, do not stalk, do not interact with anybody on the list that's here that shows their actual name, which is weird why you would put your actual name. But you have, you know, Jezzilla. He goes by Moronic Opinions on Twitter. You have a bunch of other people here. You know, some other names you might see that are familiar. Let's see, you have Series of Bats, Michael Cooper, Jeremy Bartz. Oh yeah, I'm looking for B.A. Turner. Huge contrarian, of course. Not really a detractor, just kind of a contrarian. I'm sure a bunch of people are anonymous, but as I said already, do not interact, do not harass, do not stalk any of these people on this list at all. But it's weird these people will say, "Gods be with you, crazy kids. This is insane. Keep fighting the good fight." Yeah, someone harassing another individual is fighting the good fight. Thank you for not deleting yourself. You will win. Oh my god, it's stupid. But yes, he was released today on bail, was posted for $1,500. Yes, he's 5'7", 230 pounds. Absolutely crazy, but this is this clown, Dick Masterson, saying, yeah, he's proud of Riley. He stood in a parking lot. Eric July threw an SJW tantrum. Yeah, he definitely threw a tantrum as he was with fans you'll never have, as loyal and as supportive of what he's doing. So, calling the cops and lying about it, you still haven't presented any proof, but your dumb audience will believe anything you say because you're a cult leader, similar to an EVS. Even though Eric acts like a tough guy and tells people to pull up like he's some effing gangster, literally never said that to Riley, but okay. He literally called him a coward because he showed up at night, because that is him being a coward. Riley exposed his hypocrisy and cowardice. And I said, keep telling yourself that because you are coping and seething, you just can't accept what you're seeing. Keep telling your dumb audience lies. Keep being proud of a degenerate, stank-ass, fat loser. Reminds me of you. Remember, this is the same guy crying for months for being called the N-word. By the way, you beat up against Eric on Flashcast, dummy. Yeah, and this was me saying this is a joke. Thing is filled with so much BS and lies. This was his mug shots from when he got booked. And even these guys are even out here trying to review bomb the business that Eric July had his event at. The reviewer is the person's name. Yeah, cool story, bro. Tried ordering online, wasn't working, so I made a phone call, no one answered. Used their automated talking to ask questions since we were coming in from out of town, no answers. Showed up, it was crowded with lots of overweight men. I seen the cops there also and thought if cops eat there, it must be good. Wrong. Me and my wife come upon the establishment, we see them arresting a man for standing outside. No, he was harassing people. He was harassing people, get it right. Some women that I can only describe as Miss Piggy was standing outside screaming at a man who was dressed up in a majestic golden cape. I'm pretty sure the Miss Piggy individual you're referring to never left the restaurant. Stupid. That looked to be made of the finest linens made for a king. Because you can't spell, of course. So in the end, we never got our food. Yeah, because you never went there. You literally never went there. What's interesting about this is that he posted this 15 hours ago, like when this was taken. Doesn't look like he even posted this when the event was going on. Who knows? I said pathetic. This is Vonster, of course. Eric July, pull up, let's do confrontation like men. Also, Eric July, arrest that guy in the cave with the bunny stickers. He's stalking me. The Rippaverse will now always remember for this more than its comics. I've never seen such loser behavior in my life, even though you crack smokers always talk about the comics literally daily. Also, Eric didn't call the cops. But congratulations for being a cult leader, or part of the cult, I should say, and regurgitating the same bullcrap that other people tell you. Rather than listening to people who are actually there, you sit up here and you cry and complain and moan about something that is untrue. So I said, Eric didn't even know the clown was there, lol. He was having too much fun beating fans, you weirdo. Also, the cops were called by the owner of the business. This is how you know all these clowns do is repeat whatever the next new CG idiot tells them. Also, Vaughn, please buy my book. Shout out to LG. Now here's some more cope from Dick Masterson himself. You both look like crap. You know, because he's talking about the Saskas. Again, Saskas was having fun, saying how much they had fun at the meetup. Of course, this guy is usually just coping and seething about it, just like he did with MegaCon. I talked about this with MegaCon as well. This guy was coping and seething over people having fun at MegaCon, because that's all he's ever going to do is just try to cope and seethe over the fans and support that Eric gets because he doesn't get them. And then, of course, he, again, having fun, saying what a total hottie. And then he says, buy my Girl Boss comics. They're not Girl Boss comics. You're an idiot. That's why your book sucks and no one's buying it. Again, same thing. I said, sure, bud. Looking like this. Sure, bud. Says this to Cara Brown. Revolting, because again, he's just coping and seething and molding. Saying, who's this guy? Epstein teeth, not Stein. This is the guy who cornered Mint in the parking lot after Riley was arrested and wouldn't leave her alone. And then within the next statement, he says, any truth to that? So, and you're saying, I'm being told as a Riververse employee who stalks all of Mint's socials, and that might be him. Any truth to that? So you don't even know for sure. You're just spewing out bullcrap into the ether, and because your fans are so dumb, they literally believe anything you say to them. Congratulations. You played yourself. This person posting their awesome collection. Shout out to this person. Says, guy has Doomsday food buckets as a nightstand. Look at the top right. Literally, this type of person would spend money on a product. Obviously, you have a product nobody cares about that likes Rippaverse. Because I'm sure they'll spin it as, oh, no one likes my product, and he'll bring up his trash Patreon. He was staying on private property filming in the window of a private event. Very true. False. The cops explicitly told Riley he couldn't leave. It's all on video. Eric lied to the cops months ago and got a harassment warrant put on Riley for taping $40 to his warehouse door. Again, these are the clowns that expect Eric to come out of pocket and basically delete this guy. That's what he wants. That's what they expect Eric to do. Eric is a bigger man than these clowns. These guys are all man children. Like, they're all feminine individuals. Wanting all this drama bullcrap. That's the type of people they are. Then Eric went online and told Riley to pull up. No, he didn't. You're an idiot. But, of course, again, you're an idiot surrounded by other idiots who just believe your idiotic crap. When Riley did, he got arrested. No, he got arrested because the owner called it in. And, of course, she said, Riley needs bail money. And I said, why don't you and your big LA money bail him out yourself? What about EVS? All that money he's holding hostage for late books. Let him stay there. He'll most likely have a higher purpose as being in someone's prison, bitch. This is what 100% what Eric did. Rip Rivers fans are scum. But I don't care, Sean. Continue to melt down. I'm loving your salty tears. The Rip Rivers fans are having fun enjoying fun comics while you're crying about a black man being more successful than you in every facet of life. Cope and seethe for another few months. We have Vito talking to Gabe Hoffman. Oh, Yaira sold to 11K people. Is that a mass market? I said, so your book sold to 2,162 people. Yaira sold to 11K people, so almost 6 times as many people. Over 19K books versus you're probably about 3K books. Massively coping and seething. Your art and story are both trashed as well. What's your point? I never claimed my book was selling to the mass market. Neither did Eric. What's your point? Your backers are waiting for the books, and it still hasn't been put out yet. I wasn't responding to Eric. I was responding to Gabe Hoffman. Are you even paying attention, you effing Mongol? This is how I know that you're getting mad about it, because I haven't insulted you. It was easy to get you to insult me. But you act as if Eric is public enemy number 1. You respond to literally anyone talking about him having success. Notice how I didn't insult you. Easy win. Go read the initial response and see what I was actually responding to you. You're such a dimwit. I knew who you were responding to, you idiot. It's just funny watching you get so butthurt because your book sales are trash. It's fun watching the troll get so mad because he got trolled. They don't like it when you troll them back. He also said, I'm so glad my fans aren't this stupid. Eric must be so embarrassed by this guy. Literally, no. Because that's what someone actually said before it, and he responded, no. Not on the slightest. Cope and seethe, homie. I love how you throw insults when I didn't. I still can't believe how bad this comic's dialogue is. You literally made the reporter talk down to Brian, which is in fact the girl boss treatment. Also, if you're going to suggest a revision, at least learn to spell the character's name correctly. It's spelled Brian with a Y, not Brian with an I, you dummy. It's like these clowns try so hard to correct stuff, and then they don't even know how to spell anything. Again, this is yet another person that's a writer, and you cannot spell the person's name that you're trying to change. This guy thinks a woman speaking clearly and confidently is a girl boss. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. You're an idiot. See, this is why you're dumb, Vito. This is why you're actually dumb. Because I literally said, the reporter talked down to Brian, and you said confidently and clearly, you're an actual moron. This is why your book sucks. Because you're actually a moron. I said, this is literally what they do in movies, you idiot. You have no business criticizing someone's business when you can't even get one book out that isn't trash. Hashtag when is Superkiller. So the reporter says, now Brian, our viewers have a number of questions about Yaira. It seems like even your team was unprepared to deal with her amazing ice powers. Literally talking down to an except. A person a lot stronger than they are that's actually dealing with the threat. But at the same time, the character of Brian Solari isn't a Gary Stu, as they call it, the male version of a Mary Sue. Obviously, he has fought Yaira to a standstill. But he also has a team. I said, you must have missed the second part because you're slow. Praising her ice powers and claiming all of Alpha Core can't beat Yaira is the part I'm referring to, dummy. This guy is writing a book and doesn't understand this basic concept. They claimed Yaira is a girl boss book, yet they suggested a revision that literally turns this individual into a girl boss type, while not spelling the character's name right. Congratulations, you played yourself. She claimed Alpha Core can't beat Yaira. Yes. I'm sorry, but your reading comprehension is on toilet. That's literally a normal human woman talking down to a man. Literally what the girl boss characters do in movies do. You are clearly retarded. Bye. And this is also what this clown Vonster says. With Ripperverse stands like apostrophe as, again, another person who is a writer, who's supposed to be a writer, and fails basic English. It's always, all Eric did was make a comic, all Eric did was run a business, all Eric did was have an event. Absolutely zero people are critiquing him over any of that. Bull crap. They avoid the truth like it's cancer. Oh, by the way, abs. You mean absolutely? Absolutely? Narrator, this is gaslighting. Every detractor is doing exactly that. It's true. To which I respond by saying, fat stink-ass Riley goes to Eric's warehouse. It's just jokes. Someone goes to an ancestor's grave. It's just jokes, bro. Warehouse gets doxxed. It's just jokes, bro. House gets doxxed. It's just jokes, bro. Some same fat, stinky individual shows up to a fan event. It's just jokes, bro. Stinky individual gets arrested. You coping and seething. F you, Eric July. By the way, it stands like this. If you're trying to insult people. You're a writer who can't type tweets properly. And then we have these things from Ripperverse Goalpost, where this individual says he's going to call Eric July the N-word. And this individual says, he already did, and within minutes, he blocked me. Bro. Lolcow calls Eric July a lolcow. Boulder Boy Matt Jarbo. Eric July is like the DSP of comic book writers, meaning that he has a small base of people who will continue funding him it's unironically. Again, learn basic English. But for the most part, is a lolcow outside of his echo chamber. Lolcows typically don't succeed. Lolcows typically drop the ball and ruin their career. You are a lolcow, dude. Nobody has respect for you except other lolcows. You've been caught as being a false flagger. So, who's really the lolcow? You. And a small base of people funding him? Oh no! His fans fund his projects! Wow. Shocking. You also have Royce Lopez saying, "Be made N-word." All that gang... Oh yeah, I already talked about this yesterday, actually. The hate that one man gets for pursuing a passion of creating comic books is disgraceful. There is currently tremendous effort in pushing a false narrative that Eric July called the police on someone while Eric was busy interacting with fans. Haters are desperately reaching. The funny thing is, the guy has him muted. Like, bro, you have him muted. So obviously you had him muted before he blocked you. You clown. You fat, overweight clown. You literally muted him before he blocked you. What? And then have this clip saying, Nordette agrees with Eric July and surprisingly calls out her chat for spreading lies regarding the incident where someone got arrested outside the Ripperverse meetup. She says, quote, "I don't even like Eric and I feel like he's not in the wrong here. It's a private establishment. I agree." Let's listen to the clip.
Again, this is what I'm picking up. And then at some point, the owners, I guess, after trying to give the person a break, ended up calling the law boys. And the law boys got him out of there at some point. Funny thing is, I didn't know anybody got arrested outside the event until a fan actually came up to me and told me that was the case. And I was like, oh, well, sucks to suck, I guess.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, like, I don't even like Eric, and I feel like he's not in the wrong here. I don't know. Yeah, it kind of sucks to suck. It's not illegal to take video of people in public, no matter how annoying it is. No, I don't disagree. But it's a private establishment. They're allowed to set the rules, and they're allowed to call the cops if you're a nuisance. You can't be a nuisance in public. You just can't. Now you're just lying, Tony. That's what I don't get. You can admit when someone...
Bro, she's even calling out Frog Tony. What a bee he is.
Stuff, right? Like, you have zero proof that Eric told his assistant to call the cops, right? You have a single amount of proof. And that's so weird to me, because Tony used to be so objective about shit, right? Do you have any proof whatsoever?
No, he doesn't. Because he's an idiot. He's a fraud. He's a narcissist. He's a grifter. Of course he doesn't have any proof. He just wants to get the word out there, the fake word out there, that, oh, Big Bad Eric July called the cops. Here's my non-proof. I'm just going to say words and the sources. Trust me, bro.
Or are you just assuming?
Like, this is my recommendation. You know what I mean? If there is something that, definitely if you want to tell me about things, do things the proper way, man. The last dude that you want to be is someone that's like trying to cause a scene and being weird to people at innocent parties and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
I agree. I agree. I mean, I again, have to keep saying this. Not a fan of Eric July, but I agree. Don't do that. That's fucking stupid. If he had a warrant, yeah, he said he had a warrant. He said he had a warrant. He said in the video we just watched that he had a warrant and he was getting arrested for it. For the previous harassment, it sets up a pattern. Do you never answered my question. Do you have objective proof? Do you have proof that Eric called the cops? Or are you just talking shit?
No, he doesn't have any proof. He's a clown. I will take the word over people who are actually there at the meetup over this fraud. Over this absolute fraud of a frog weirdo. Suckling the teat of EVS. Because that's what he does. He suckles the teat of EVS. And EVS sucks the air out of the room from this clown. That's why he has pretty much a dead channel. All those subs and no increase of views. It's all the same. It's clown world. At the end of the day, people wanted an altercation to happen between Eric and Riley, and because Eric did not give them that satisfaction, they're coping and seething, and they're absolutely upset over it. And they're just going to continue to regurgitate the BS lies, even when actual people that were there are telling these idiots that they're wrong. So, I'm going to continue to call this nonsense. They're going to continue to get butthurt at me. I don't care. Continue to get butthurt. Continue to be salty, and I'm going to continue reporting on it. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit that like button. Comment below what you feel about all this. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or live stream. Consider becoming a member for just $1 a month. There's a join button down below the video. If you want to get access to things like emojis during live streams. If you don't want to spend the buck, that's okay too. I just appreciate everyone who watches the videos and watches the live streams or jumps in the live streams. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.